Where we left off. I believe yesterday some clingy dark stone started following me and it was like, no, don't go to the orb. Go kill your girlfriend. That would be better. Something like that. Loading. This game has really long load times. Just gotta process every story, I guess.
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
I didn't pick that quest though, so I don't know why they're still...
Ooh, Renato loved to improve his gear.
Still tell me to do it. Oh, maybe I did pick Kill Zenobia. Guess I did, huh? Two paths. Two paths of destiny.
Ah, Zenobia. Now that he knew she still loved him, he wanted to go back to her. But that hadn't worked out, had it? Maybe it was time to find the core of the Sky River.
I'm starting another quest with no health. Jump down a well. Or open chest. Fucking jump down. Why not? Sure hope I'm going the right way. The fuck? It's pretty.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
I guess I'm glowing purple because I got the dark stone with me. The dark crystal. I can't see, guys.
This must be that sufficiently advanced technology he always talked about.
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." Are you afraid of it? No, don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you, so I just carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Bernardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head.
Yeah.
He went onwards.
No. Get out of here. Oh, really? I didn't see an exclamation point. The core will kill you. Oh, this is the core?
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Ronaldo came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. I can't hear you, he sang out. And, you? It didn't answer. Ha, he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
It's interesting. It's just a different route, obviously, but I'm gonna take it to the scientists.
As the
See what I've
Farfarer
discovered.
made its way toward the Nexus, Bernardo watched sparks fly out of the core. The Iblis stone sucked them in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Bernardo. Well, the scientists would explain it all.
This time, Bernardo was sure he'd figured out how to use the core safely.
Okay. You gotta get dark stone. Plunge your fist into the core. Dark stone turns white. Now I can use the light stone to save my Goyle friend and the world. Guy could dream, can he?
See? He'd trusted his gut, and it had worked out. That's what it meant to be a hero. To ignore the naysayers and the odd makers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing. Well, he wasn't worried. Once he got to the observatory, the scientist toads could explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy them all. Oh dear, he was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Sounds like a good plan.
You think at this
what I'm
rate,
doing.
the Imperial army would run out of ravens?
Oh, lucky. Cut you down. Yeah. hit him? Something happened. He should have hit me. Or protected me.
Beautifully. He was a bard when you needed one.
Renato had never felt better in his life. Normally, a battle would wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day. He felt like people were cheering him on and he could practically hear their applause as he slew one raven after
Taylor
another.
Myers, what's up, man? Yeah, live stream. This game's real awesome. I think it's 79 cents on the PlayStation Store. At least it was a couple days ago. Worth every penny.
Once, Bernardo had opened a chest, and Jack-in-the-Box jumped out. Jack-in-the-Boxes, they gave him the Wiggins.
How do I get over there? Am I doing something? Must have come from that way.
It was a bit windy up here.
See how windy it is?
The Iblis Stone and the Sky Ripper Core. Two artifacts from the time of legends. Bernardo was becoming a legendary hero, wasn't he? He had enough power to save the rebellion, but he had to understand this power, so he would not misuse it.
New sword. The Void Blade. Whoa.
From the mystical east could make time itself slow for you.
Awesome. Slow down time. That must be what my right trigger is. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm blasted. Is it breaking my
Energy
awesome
steals.
wall?
Easy to dodge, but boy did they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Yeah, while I'm paying attention, I'm still getting hit. Come on. Lucky. Get the fuck out of there. Nope. That guy's buffing up all the ravens. That guy's just shooting fireballs. Come on, get out of there. Okay, what's happening?
His mother never let him wave his sword around at home. He guessed he was still compensating for that.
Die, you fools. Get over here. Something's giving me health at the end of each round. Must be that orb. All right. Pretty.
Bernardo, smash!
Okay. The scientist lair.
The toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices. I fed it the core of Sky River, explained Renato. No more feed planet souls. But the core is not an unlimited energy source, said one toad. Another said, there's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload the stone. The stone doesn't actually feed on souls, claimed the third, but on pain of killing another sentient being. If you can truly be at peace with yourself, it would not overload.
This was all very confusing. At peace? Yes, the mountains were peaceful and quiet, but he now had the power to turn the tides. He should report to the Rebellion Council and prepare for the decisive battle.
Well, this is tough. This is a tough choice. I don't know. Let's do peace. I know the rebellion's counting on me, but gotta live a little.
He understood from all the toad arguments. Maybe the stone did not feed on blood, or souls, or rage. It fed on empathy. It fed on the pain he felt when he put an end to another being's existence. Even if that other being was a raven intent on killing him. If he could find peace, then he could use the power of the Iblis stone without being taken over by its evil.
Yeah.
The mountains. He would go to the mountains. He could find peace there.
Yes, peace in the mountains.
Unfortunately, the mountains were not empty. There were ravens everywhere. No matter. He had to fight, yes.
It's PS4, buddy.
To be angry.
It's on. It was on sale for 79 cents. What? 2 days ago?
Breathe.
If it still is, you should
Yes,
pick it up.
focus on the
79
rhythm,
cents for a
the dance
game.
of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died. Ah, it was working. He wasn't feeling those dark jolts of eldritch energy. He wasn't feeding the Iblis stone.
Well, is that bad? Should I be feeding the stone? Yeah, I think it was under one of the flash sales that they're
Once you
doing
tried, you're hooked.
for 79 cents. Picked up this in another game called Totem or some shit. That looked pretty cool too. And it's kind of like a choose your own adventure game. I was raving about it on the other episodes that I've never really played a game like this, and
There
I
was
am
a sign.
enjoying it.
Take the goat across first.
Get that guy. Oh, there it is. Fucking bitch. It's cool. Looks like a real raven. A guy that powers up his
stone was
guys.
Still silent. His mind was his own, and his heart too. He bore them no ill will, these ravens. They were doing their job. They were expressing their nature. Dance, whirl, parry, jab, and breathe. It was all so simple, wasn't it? Something was missing. He didn't feel truly at peace. Wait. Wasn't this near where Calaveras lived? The sage would help him figure it all out.
Yeah, it does. The isometric view makes it look like a dungeon crawler, but it has, hence the name of the game, Stories, Path of Destinies. It has a different outcome every time. So the game's actually really short, but the first couple of stories I died several times. Well, you die at the end of each one, but it's just a different ending. It's cool. very different. There's a ton of places I could have gone down there.
Now, before I kill you guys, I said, do any of you know what
Get out of there.
around here?
Getting raped. No. No. I should be breaking their shields, yeah. I used to have to pull them off with my little grapple beam. But I got this awesome stone. I don't remember which one. Okay, that one clearly. Yeah, the fighting's real cool. Kind of like Assassin's Creed. You see an exclamation point above a guy's head. They're gonna attack. Eat it. Except that guy didn't have one for some reason.
Renato danced around the room yelling, oh yeah, that's how we do it.
Okay.
It was something he liked to do, but only after he killed all the witnesses.
Alright. Go back over here.
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
Yeah, they do. Renardo, smash. I'm just looking for health. They always skimp me on it, and there's some. Should be good. Almost full. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Spend all day smashing stuff. Falling apart.
As for the gate, well, we could take her or leave her.
The Iglestone, silenced by the Sky River's core, had given Renato enough power to challenge the Imperial fleet. But what Renato was seeking was inner peace. The rebellion was on the verge of extinction, but it would have to wait.
I don't think I leveled up yet. No, I haven't. You got to keep all your level up stuff onto the next story, so you slowly get stronger and stronger through each playthrough.
At the end of the mountain path, he found the wise Calaveras in his workshop. To fix souls or only artifacts? He asked the sage. Does your soul need fixing? Asked the sage.
It doesn't
I've
look
been
so
killing
well.
a lot of ravens lately. He told the sage. You're a fox, said Calaveras.
Try to sound like Kirby.
It's part of your nature. Take joy in it. I mean, I might as well worry about eating flies. Would you like a fly? It was true. That's what he had forgotten. The joy
Of eating
now
flies.
he was ready for the final battle. The Farfarer cut through the clouds. The air had never felt so sweet since he was a child. There it was. The dreaded Imperial
Always ends at
fleet.
the Imperial fleet.
You could smell wet hemp ropes ahead, wood and tar, and ravens. Even the fleet smelled good, somehow. He was ready.
He was ready.
To die. Yeah, I think I'll keep this going till this last story. If you hang on there, Taylor, you can check out what it looks like. I did it on a couple other episodes, but it looks like there's upwards of like 20 different stories you can do, different outcomes, and I don't know if any one of them is the right choice, but
he would kill the Emperor. Isengrim III had begun well, but he had gone mad. He was trying to invoke the lost gods by means of dark, blasphemous rituals. That was a secret. But the victims had spoken to Reynardo. The ghosts had spoken. No anger. Reynardo could not afford anger. It was empowering the crystal in his sword. That made him stronger, but it clouded his mind. He would not be a hero. A hero strives. Reynardo would just be one with everything.
okay.
The Emperor would die, and the wheel would turn, and all would be restored without rancor, without sorrow, without pain.
Well, both, for now. I haven't completed a playthrough where I lived. I don't think. Yeah, we got sucked into a black hole when I tried to grab the core on the first one. Another one I tried to do the romance and meet up with my girlfriend, and she stabbed me.
Too bad it was
Kind of a Romeo and Juliet thing. She's Emperor's daughter, and I'm out to kill the Emperor. So she murdered me to prevent that. And just be dying. Like I said, I don't know which one is the right one, or if there is even a right one. You can do it, buddy. This is a cool last stage.
He thought.
But the more he thought about it, and he had so much more time to think about it now that he was not worrying about the battle, killing the Emperor would not change anything. Another would take his place. Perhaps Zenobia. Perhaps the Speaker of the Rebel Council, and power would corrupt them too, and death would make grief, and grief would lead to hatred. He must lead by example. Reject the violence. Reject the desire to create violence. But how?
I can wait, these yahoos, man. They're strong. Kill that power-up guy. There it is. What magic? What magic is this? I'm actually doing really well this. Every time I get to this last stage, I
This was definitely better than pulling
probably
yourself
spoke too soon. No, don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Feel like a badass when you pull off those combos. I got an achievement the other day that was called Combo Breaker from Killer Instinct. Combo Breaker! You make a lot of Star Fox references too, because our protagonist there is a fox. There's something like a barrel roll.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor.
With my blade.
Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. And now it was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there?
Yeah, all the animal characters. The anthropomorphic, I think they call it. When they make animals similar to humans. ton of dudes, man. Oh, that was cheap. Cheap. I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. Oh, what's happening? Leveled up. The Emperor. No? Some barrels for health. Alright, let's do it.
Finally, he came to the Emperor's ship. The path behind him was strewn with dead ravens. The path to enlightenment. His mistake, he realized, was trying to change the world. The world would spin and the wheel would revolve whether he strove against it or not. What he had to do was nothing. He had attained enlightenment. He sat down, adopted a full lotus position, and began to meditate. And all around him, the warriors stopped fighting too. They knew. They could feel his enlightenment. They gave up fighting, dropped their weapons, and became his disciples.
What?
No, just kidding. The nearest raven stabbed him with his head.
Oh, the fuck?
Properly. Thought Renado's head as it rolled around the deck and died.
The fuck?
But he'd learned
Oh,
another true thing. The Iblis stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
yeah, so he died. It gave me a good ending. He meditated and all the ravens put down their swords and everything's wonderful. Nah, just kidding. One of the ravens pulled out the sword and cut off his head. Reward. Tier 4 skills unlocked. Groovy. So yeah, here's the other stories that I played through. Walking the Cat. I think this is the one with his girlfriend. You can see the little picture there. She's got his blade. He's bleeding out. And it shows the choices that I made. Rescue Lupino. Find Zenobia. That's that girl. Accept Lupino's plan and then take Zenobia to the interrogators where she pretty much ends up stabbing me. It's got the whole story laid out for you there. This story... oh yeah, we just grabbed the core and it sucked us into a fucking black hole. So this time I went and grabbed this dark stone and then punched my fist into the core and it silenced the stone. And well, ultimately I died. Oh, here's another one, Renardo-opolis. He's like, they're gonna name a town after me. And his name's Renardo, so and during the game he's like coming up with names like Renardoville, Renardo-opolis. That's pretty funny. And I don't remember how I died in that one, but I'm pretty sure I died. Yeah, most definitely. High replayability, and it's a lot of fun. The thing is that you see a lot of the same stages over and over, but it cranks the playability up, and that's why I'm kind of streaming it, because you don't really need to follow the story. You can kind of just jump in and check it out with me. So thanks for hanging out with me, Taylor. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.